Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1 Good Vibrations. I've been asking your opinions lately about what do you think will happen to the internet? What do you think will happen to the communications infrastructure in general? And now I'm going to ask you specifically, what do you think will happen to amateur radio? How do you think the future of ham radio looks? Now, I was licensed in 1966. I remember getting my novice class license with the call sign WN0OKV, Whiskey November 0 Ocean Kilo Victor, in March of 1966. And I was absolutely beside myself with joy. I was 12 years old at the time. That was a little over 50 years ago. Now let's extrapolate 50 years into the future. 2067. Actually, it was 52 years ago now. So let's suppose that we extrapolate 50 years into the future. 2018 plus 52 years would be the year 2070. I won't be here anymore, chances are, but ham radio probably will. What kinds of modes do you think will exist? How do you suppose hams might be communicating by then? What kind of fancy new propagation modes will be discovered? What new frequency allocations might ham radio operators get? And most important of all, I suppose, will good old-fashioned CW with hand paddle keyers exist in 2070 just as it did in 1966? Or will people have evolved past the notion of plain old fun? Well, CW is fun, and that is why I do it. There's really no other reason anymore. It's my favorite mode because I like doing it. It has a certain rhythm, a certain charm, an almost hypnotic quality to it. Do you think ham radio operators will still be doing CW then? Do you think CW might ever actually become illegal? I can't imagine why. I mean, it's not like it takes up too much bandwidth. But do you think amongst all of the other strange signals that you'll hear then, strange sounding to us as we would hear them today, do you think you'll still hear things like da 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 da? Do you think you'll still hear that kind of thing? And if so, how much? How often? And if you're still around, if you're just a little kid now, do you think you'll ever do just plain old CW, reading it in your head, not on a machine? Just good old-fashioned communication, the way that Marconi did it, the very first mode. Do you think it'll be the very last to go before our world devolves into a humorless place? Or will it? That's a pessimistic way to look at things. Let's say CW will always exist. Ham radio operators will always exist. And a few will always love the old-fashioned CW of eons gone by. What do you think? Comments are open. Stan Gibilisco, W1GV, saying 73, which means best regards in amateur radio jargon, and at which still today we can translate into da 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 da.